వ్యక్తి వేరే కాల్లో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. మీరు వేచి ఉండండి లేదా already Thulasi.
Ma'am, it's not streaming, ma'am.
It's streaming. It started already. వేచి ఉండండి లేదా
Good evening all. Good evening. Yes, streaming, yes. Yes. Good evening. Yes. Hi Jivita, am I audible? Screen clear? Jivita, Nivita, Madhumita, Tangaponu, Lekha, Vedu, Swapna, and Deepa, Rajalakshmi, Sophie, Anand, Lalit, Kaushalya, Bhavani, Devi, Tom, Full Moon. Very good evening. Mitali, Das, Josh, Sudha. Yes. Good evening all. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's class, Formal Fallacy. Yes. Good evening, Parimla. Good evening. Hope you all enjoyed. Yes. Very good. So today same kind of thing which we are going to learn, and that is going to be on your informal fallacy. Okay. Yes ma'am, yesterday class clear ma'am. Okay, very good. Score yourself. Okay, how much you have learned, score yourself, rate yourself, and try with many other questions which you can where you can have your old question papers which you have, right? Somebody would have attended the net exams, so you can go through your old question papers and there you will have the questions. You just go and study, go through what mistakes you have done on that time, what now you have learned, compare, so that you will have more concrete understanding about the subject. Yes, clear? Yes. Okay, so today we are going to study about another type of fallacy, and that we call it as informal fallacy. So those who are new to the channel, please kindly do subscribe the channel, do like and share with your friends. Okay, right. So yesterday the formal fallacy concentrated on the structure. Okay, what is the structure? The syllogism will be of in this form: two premises, one conclusion will be there. In two premises, the premise one we call it as what? Major premise, and the second premise we call it as what? Minor premise, and the third one we call it as what? Conclusion. Major premise means what? A premise which has a major term we call major premise. A premise which has a minor term we call it as a minor premise. And in conclusion, how to identify a major and minor premise? The predicate of a conclusion will be your major premise. The subject of your conclusion will be your minor term. Right? This is your major term. This will be your minor term. So based on that, a syllogism will be constructed, and that we call it as what? If there any error with respect to structure, this structure formation, if there are any errors come, then we will say it is a formal fallacy. Now we move to another fallacy called informal fallacy. What do you mean by informal fallacy? Whenever there is an error in the content, whenever there is an error with respect to content, and then we will say what? It is an informal fallacy. Okay, right? So content means what, ma'am? Content means what? There may be some kind of ambiguity, repeated meaning or double meaning, giving two different meanings, not double meaning, two different meanings. Same word giving different meaning in the different context, right? And by means of relevance, we may do some kind of a mistake. We may do some mistake in the kind of inductive reasoning. This we call it as what? Informal. In short, we can say if there is a mistake in the content, then we will say it is a informal fallacy. Now we will get into the different types of fallacy. Take your notebook and write it down neatly and legibly. Take your notebook, write down neatly and legibly. Okay, right. First we move to ad hominem fallacy. Ad hominem fallacy means what? Home means what? You remember always with the keyword, so that you will remember well. Okay, always used to remember with the keywords. What do you mean by hominem? Home means what? Home, right? You remember it as home. So you see here, attacking a person. Attacking a person, we call it as ad hominem. Attacking a person, we call it as what? Ad hominem. Example, if see there is a person, when we communicate with people, right? When we communicate with people, we do attack the person individually. Attack the person individually. See the picture, you would not understand since you have never had to struggle. See here, they are having some other conversation. In that argument, they will be attacking that person. Okay, they will be attacking that person without any logic, right? When instead of addressing someone's argument or position, irrelevantly attack the person. There may be some kind of a constructive argument will be going on, but some people, what they will do is to come out of the conversation, they will attack that person personally, so that the conversation may go somewhere else, right? So irrelevantly attack the person or some aspect of the person who is making the argument, and that we call it as ad hominem. Attacking the person. Attacking the person. Yes, to insult. Yes, Kishori. So this we call it as how you need to take a short notes is you understand the meaning. For short notes, write ad hominem, attacking the person. Okay, right? We can write down the different types. Next comes strawman. What do you mean by strawman fallacy? Means strawman fallacy, it is whenever we make an argument, we just attack the opponent's position, opponent directly. Okay, say example, if you take political parties discussion, right? They will ask what you did last time. They will ask you again that opponent person what you did in your period, like as a ruling party what you did. They will ask us against party what you did. They will ask. So they will be talking against the position. Okay, against the opponent position they will be arguing things, and this we call it as what? Strawman fallacy. And this we call it as what? Strawman fallacy. It refutes an argument that was not actually advanced by the opponent. Okay, they will just going with the opponent's position, and that we call it as what? Strawman fallacy. Okay, right. Next one, appeal to ignorance fallacy. Very easy and to remember. What do you mean by ignorance? What do you mean by ignorance? What do you mean by ignorance? I think I am running something. What do you mean by ignorance? Ignorant. See what is there in the image? BJP and Congress. No. What do you mean by, what do you see in this image? Amuda, good evening, Amuda. Skip. What skip? What omit? Avoiding. Avoid? What avoid? Ignorance is to avoid. Ghost. Yes, Niveta, ghost. See, it's ghost. Ghost watching TV. Ghost watching TV. Okay, ghost watching TV. Remember. So, appeal to ignorance fallacy will state that if something cannot be conclusively proven, then the opposite must be true. See, I don't know whether ghost exists or not. I don't know whether God exists or not, right? I don't know. But at the same time, where it cannot be conclusively proven, then the opposite must be true. Then I cannot say the God never exists or ghost never exists. I cannot say. Or it can exist, it cannot exist. That we call ignorance fallacy. Science measures the physical world in order to come to the conclusion, and ghost or non-physical entity. Right? They say ghost and spirit exist in this world. Ghost by their definition are impossible for science to prove. Science have not proved ghost, right? Science have not proved ghost. Okay, ghost and God they have not proved. Science measures the physical world in order to come to conclusion, and ghost are non-physical entities. They are not a physical entity. What do you mean by physical entity? This bottle is a physical entity. I can touch, I can observe, I can feel this bottle. But do you able to feel or touch or the physical entity or physical experience of ghost? No, right? Therefore, science cannot prove that they do not exist, as they do not have the tools to look for it. Right? And this fallacy we call it as what? Ignorance fallacy. And this we call it as what? Ignorance fallacy. So, it will state that if something cannot be conclusively proven, then the opposite must be true. This is we call appeal to ignorance. Right? Next one we have false dilemma, dichotomy, either or bifurcation. Okay, these are all the different terms that we use for this fallacy. What is this fallacy, ma'am? See, whenever we say about election, right? Whenever we say about election, though there are many 10 to 15 parties contest in the election, we used to talk only about very few parties, either in central or in state. Okay, either in central or in state, we used to represent only very few parties. Either this or this will come. Okay, I don't want to mention anything. Either this or this will come. That is what we will say. Okay, so the false dilemma or false dichotomy is a fallacy that unjustifiably limits the available options. See, there are so many parties contest in the election, but we only speak about 2 or 3 parties. We have many options, but we limit the options, and that we call it as what? False dilemma, dichotomy, either or bifurcation. Clear? Yes, clear. Note down whatever I say. Note down the keywords so that at the last we have MCQs we will discuss. At that time you are supposed to say. Right? Okay. Next comes slippery slope. The most favorite fallacy. Slippery slope. So slippery slope is that which occurs when one unjustifiably assumes that a small step leads to a chain of related events culminating in some significant event. Example. See, I will tell you an example. One girl, she lost her pen. When she was going for an exam, she lost her pen. And she was telling, I lost my pen, I don't have pen, so I am not able to write the notes. I have not written the notes, so I am not able to study. I am not able to study, so I will fail in my exam. If I fail in my exam, I will not get my graduation. If I not get my graduation, I will not able to go to work. If I not going to work, I will not get money. If I don't earn money, I will not have food. If I don't have food, I will be looking very dull. If I look very dull, then I will become very shabby, right? If I look very shabby, no one will loves me. If no one loves me, I will not get married. If I am not married, I will not get children. If I don't have children, I will be alone. If I am alone, I will be get into depression. If I get into depression, I will get sick. If I get sick, I will die. So the lesson of the story is I should not lose the pen. How the thing is. Right? This is called slippery slope. One after the other, the event is being adding in a negative way, and then making an argument. So this we call the slippery slope fallacy. Clear? You got heart attack. I lost my pen, I got heart attack. Yes. Slippery slope. You will not forget, right? That's why this kind of examples we are giving. And I am dead. Yes, stop. So we will not forget, right? When we give this kind of examples and explanations. Yes? When I give some small explanations, you will feel, okay, yeah. That's all. Like 10, this is the 11th one. It will be going like this. So when I say these kind of examples, you will remember. Yes or no? Yes or no? That's why I'm giving these kind of things. Don't lose your pen. Yes, don't lose your pen. If you lose your pen, then you will die. Yes. So what you have to remember in exam point of view is, if an event A occurs that will lead to a negative outcome B, which causes a negative outcome C, and then negative, negative, negative will goes on added to a argument, and that called fallacy, we call it as what? Slippery slope fallacy. Clear? Clear? Yes? Yes. I'll go to the next one. Yes. Very good. Next one is the begging the question, or circular argument, or petition principle. See, all these things, you might have a question, ma'am, in formal fallacy we have that middle term, major term, minor term, but in informal fallacy we don't have all those things, right, ma'am? See, here we'll be having in form of an argument, right? When I argue with people, where I'll make some kind of a mistake with my content, I'll make some error in my content, and that we call it as what? An informal argument. Okay. So begging the question fallacy occurs when arguments premise relies on the conclusion. So it will be coming, coming again and again. It will set an argument, it goes to a conclusion, the conclusion again goes to the argument. Again it comes to conclusion, again it goes to argument. Again and again. Okay. In Tamil we have in comedy we have Tirumba, again and again, right? Ma'am, you belong to which city? Tamil Nadu. Yes, I belong to Tamil Nadu. Yes. So begging the question or circular argument is, when I say an argument, right, it will goes to a conclusion, but again the conclusion will again goes to the argument. See here the example. Because the Bible says God exists. How they say God exists? Because Bible is saying God exists, right? Because the Bible is inspired the word of God. How we say God exists? Because Bible is saying. Again, how Bible? God is there. Again, God exists. But why believe God exists? Because that is in Bible. Why they believe Bible? Because Bible is inspired the word of God. Again and again. Yes? Yes? So again and again and it will be goes on. So in this we call it as what? Begging the question, circular argument, petition principle. Okay? Right. Next. These are the different words. We can have begging the question, we can have circular argument, we can have the petito principle. It's not petition, it is petito principle. Not yet. Okay? Right. Next. Next comes hasty generalization. Hasty generalization or converse accident. What do you mean by hasty generalization? Generalization means we are coming to a general point. Hasty means what? If there is a student, right, 18-year-old boy or a girl, they do commit a mistake. Okay, they commit a mistake which was it was not legal, it is an illegal thing, they do a mistake. Looking at those things, some people will tell, see, all these 18 years old children, the youth are like that only. They do all kind of illegal activities. When I say in that way, that is a hasty generalization. Yes? Yes? So that we call it as what? It's a hasty generalization. So it is make a claim based on evidence that is too small. A small set of people may do some kind of wrong activities, right? Taking that as an example, when we apply to the whole group of such people, and there we do what? Hasty generalization. Is clear? 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 That we call it as what? Hasty generalization. Yes, I move to the next one. So one or several typical instances is being applied to generalization based on those instances, and that we call it as hasty generalization or converse accident. Yes, clear. Next. Next, bandwagon fallacy or appeal to the people, argumentum ad populum. As I said in the first class, I don't know whether you remember or not, we will be get panic or fear by looking at these kind of big words. Yes. But if you understand the meaning of those words, then we will say this is the question. Such simple question we have left for so many exams, you will feel. Yes. Yes, Jivita. Yes, Jivita. It is from specific to general. That is why they are called generalization. Hasty means what? In a negative word, right? Hasty is a negative word, right? So that's why it's called hasty generalization. Okay. So next, bandwagon fallacy, appeal to the people, argumentum ad populum. What do you mean by argumentum ad populum? Everyone is going to cinema, so I also want to go to cinema. Everyone is going in the wrong way, so I will also go in a wrong way. Okay, when everyone do this, I will also do this. That is what we call it as appeal to the people or argumentum ad populum or bandwagon fallacy. Yes, clear? Yes? Okay, right. So see, the bandwagon fallacy is also sometimes called appeal to the common belief or appeal to the masses. Masses means the whole group, because it is all about getting people to do or think something because everyone else is doing, so I will also do. Everyone thinks in that way, so I will also think in that way. Clear? Yes, comparing with everyone. Yes, Lekha, right. That we call it as argumentum ad populum or appeal to the people or bandwagon fallacy. Next, red herring. This also I love the most. Okay, those who all have kids, those who all have your brother's daughter, sister's daughter, right? All those people will understand this argument. Red herring argument or diverting an argument. What do you mean by this is, if any of here have kids, right? The learners who are here may have your children, daughter or a son, right? You go for a shopping, right? For a big shopping mall you go. Your son or daughter will ask for a toy or juice or ice cream, whatever the stuff they'll be asking, they'll be crying and something will be coming, right? After your shopping, you will just diverting them by telling, see, at home Amma is having a very big ice cream, right? Whatever they like, right? We'll say big ice cream is there, a big chocolate bar is there at home, or you have made a delicious food that which your children like. When you say that one, right, they will be excited and they will forget what they ask in the mall, in the shopping mall, right? So they'll say, oh wow, we have a very good ice cream at home, so we'll go home faster. Ma, let's go fast, they will be telling you. So they will forget whatever is there happening in the mall. They will be diverted to the argument which happened at home. Yes, right? And this is what we call diverting an argument or red herring. Is anywhere happened at your home? Is like anything happened at your home? The keyword is distracting. Is anything happened at your home? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your hearts. Yes. This we call it as a red herring or diverting an argument. So red herring fallacy, keyword is distracting from the main issue to the some other issue. Okay. Distracting. Daily happens. Yes. Daily happens. It all, all mothers. It happens daily to all the mothers. Right? Okay. Very good. White blood, same blood. All having same blood. Next. Next is two quirk fallacy. My mom used to, still in my 20 plus age. Two quirk fallacy. What do you mean two quirk fallacy means? If I say my friend, right, you are doing mistake, I'm just telling him. Suddenly he will also tell you too doing mistake. Then why you are telling me I mistake? Okay. You also doing the same mistake. Then why you are telling me? So they just turn the, they will change the direction of the argument, right? Always with my daughter. Yes, Kishori. So the argument tries to defend a position by showing that its shortcomings are shared by the opposing position. Position will be changed. Two friends will be talking each other. Okay, two friends will be talking each other. Hey, you are doing mistake. You are not filing IT properly. Okay, one will say. Okay, one will say you are not filing the IT properly. You are cheating the government. One will again, the opposite person will say, you think that you are too good. You also not filed the IT last year. He will say. You understand? You too. Yes, this we call it as what? Two quirk fallacy. Two quirk fallacy. Okay? Clear? Yes, clear? Yes, brother sister fight less like this one. Yes, exactly. When you say one thing, they'll say you are you at your home it is happening between brother and sister. At my home it is happening between me and my daughter. Okay. If anything I say, if anything I scold her or I want to correct her means immediately she will say, "You only doing that, no? That day why you are telling me?" She will tell, right? Okay, right. Next one. Yes. Equivocation fallacy. Equivocation fallacy. What do you mean by equivocation is? I told before, right? Where here we have one word but two meanings. Are you enjoying the session? Are you enjoying the session or it's going bore? Are you enjoying the session? Yes. Yes. I think the Josh of today's what is that chat is going very slow. Are you enjoying the session or what? Okay. Lot of informal fallacies, ma'am. Okay. Do you able to understand the fallacy or not first? Okay. Do you able to enjoy? I mean, understand the fallacy? Then it's not problem, right? Everything is happening in our day-to-day life, right? Everything happening in a day-to-day life. Are we eating the same dish every day? Will you eat? Will we eat? Not you. We will we eat a same dish? Same dish like daily idli, daily rice, daily chapati. Will we eat? Will we eat? We will feel bored, right? We are having so many varieties of food daily. We eat so many varieties of. Yes, Anand, your questions are coming, Anand. Don't worry, it's on the way. We are eating varieties of foods, right? There we need varieties, but in learning something we don't want varieties. I don't know why. No, ma'am, not possible. Yes, understanding, but see, Tom, remembering is hard. Don't need to remember things at all. See, there are some things which we will not remember like this. We have to remember. We have to remember. We will not remember. It will automatically get into our mind. When you want to learn something, when you want to know something, you will not force your mind to remember those things. That mind will come automatically and sit and it will just like this and it will listen. But if you say it is very hard, I am having so many fallacies. I used to tell my students a story. I don't know, many would have studied that story. Have you studied this story? Just 2 minutes I will take, okay? Conscious versus subconscious. Have you studied this story? You eat daily rice. Not only rice. We use sambar one day, we use rasam one day, and we use different gravies every day. I think so. Okay, right. Yes, if we practice, it will be easy. We have two things, conscious here, subconscious here. This boy is very good. This is very good boy or girl. For a boy means boy, girl means girl. This is very good boy or girl, right? Whatever this conscious mind says, this subconscious mind will accept as it is. If this conscious says that you are a very good person, he will say I am a very good person. If this conscious says you are a stupid, then this subconscious says yes, I am a stupid boy. Okay. If he says you are a lazy person, he will say yes, I am a lazy person. So whatever you feed to this subconscious mind, right, it will take that thing and you will become like that. In everything it is applicable. Whenever we do thing, when we say it is hard, automatically the subconscious mind will take yes, it is hard. Okay, it is hard to understand. So we have to strain. The brain will strain to understand the concept. If whenever we say no, it is let us try. When you say, your mind will be practiced to try. So I want you to say that whatever thing, it may be hard. Nothing is easy, right? Nothing is easy. But it may be hard. But don't tell your subconscious mind that it is hard. Okay. Always train it as easy. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. When you say in that way, then definitely we can learn things. Okay, no need to do some kind of remembering. Okay, with this point I move to equivocation. What do you mean by equivocation is there is one word but two meanings will be there. See here in the question there is a word called bark. Bark means what? All trees have barks. Barks means that branch, right? We call it as bark. And every dog barks. Every dog, what it does? It does barks, bark, bark, bark. Therefore, we are concluding that every dog is a tree. Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Shivani, I will come with you. I will come with your point. Okay. We used to have rice, chapati all the day, but the side dishes will be different. The items that we eat will be different, not the same thing. Okay. We used to have varieties, right? That is what I mean. Okay. Outer part of the tree, yes, it's bark. Okay. Every dog is a tree is not possible. So here the word barks is being repeated and it is giving two different meanings, and that we call it as equivocation. The keyword for this term is creating ambiguity. Creating ambiguity. Yes? Clear? Yes, this is called equivocation. And next comes to appeal to pity. Next we comes to appeal to pity. Okay, right. See, appeal to pity is argumentum ad misericordiam. Misery, right? Misery, right? We'll say, oh, so sad, right? What is this? When we feel of people, right? And that we say appeal to pity. I asked, do you have UGC, NET or JRF? And I say I don't have time to study because of my mother is not feeling well, my grandmother is not feeling well, and we have some kind of a financial problem, sir. So I know I'm going for work, so I don't have time to spend time on studying for UGC NET. Otherwise, immediately the listener will feel pity on this girl or a boy. Okay, for this reason she was not done. So out of pity they will give some kind of, they will come to some kind of a conclusion, and that we call it as what? Appeal to pity. Appeal to pity. Yes? Yes? Clear? Yes, hope clear. Next. Yes, next. Appeal to force. Argumentum ad baculum fallacy. Please kindly do note down the keywords. When we come to questions, we will discuss. Appeal to force, argumentum ad baculum fallacy means what? Whenever we force something, okay. See, you have to do your on duty. What is that? Extra time. If you don't do your extra time, then what we will do is you will be terminated. So there is a force there, right? Then when a force, a coercion, or even a threat of force is used in place of a reason in an attempt to justify a conclusion. See, if you want to have your promotion, you are supposed to do your extra time. If you don't do your extra time, then you will be terminated from the job. So to make them work, they will be threatening them to do overtime, extra time duty, right? And that we call it as what? Appeal to force or argumentum ad baculum. Yes, Jyoti, good evening. Yes, good evening, Jyoti. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, next. Appeal to authority. Very fair. This is nice, right? Appeal to authority. Appeal to authority, or we call it as ad vercandium. What do you mean by appeal to authority or ad vercandium is because the people is being a model or being a celebrity. If they say something right, we will accept because they says right, so we accept. But when we get into the life and we originally see, it is not possible. They have brew coffee all the time, or whatever they say right, they will not do. They don't know the pros and cons of the things that they are using. Some people will not do the advertisements, right? So it is not as they are being a model, as they are being a celebrity, people will blindly trust them and they will be adapted to the product. And that kind of argument we call it as what? Appeal to authority or ad vercandium. Yes. So appeal to authority fallacy is a type of informal fallacy that occurs when someone uses the authority, reputation or expertise of a person, Okay, and then they will promote something. If they does, and that we call it as what? Appeal to authority or advercandum. Clear? Please do like the session. Please do like, if you like the session. Yes. Next comes fallacy of accident, right? Fallacy of accident. It is like that hasty generalization. When I say a fallacy occurs when one attempts to apply a general rule to an irrelevant situation. I say that cutting knives, right? Cutting people with a knife is a crime. Okay, it's a general statement. And we say that surgeons also have knife at their, right? Surgeons will also have their knives. Can we say surgeons are criminals then? No, we can't say. Surgeons are not criminals, right? They are people who save their lives, right? So we say surgeons are criminals when we conclude, and there is a fallacy of accident. And we say it's a fallacy of accident, right? Clear? Yes? Yes, very good. Yes. So next we come to complex question. What do you mean by complex question? When you become a rich person, okay? When you will complete your PhD, okay? When you will buy a bungalow, such kind of question, right? Where we cannot answer. Somebody will ask a typical question where we don't have answer. Some kind of double meaning questions, hypothetical questions, tricky questions which don't have answer, right? And such kind of things we call it as what? It's a complex question. Yes, we call it as a complex question. So fallacy is said to occur when answer is demanded in response to a question composed of several questions like this: many question, loaded question, false question, double question, okay, assumption based question, tricky questions. Okay, I given you an example, right? What is the example? When you will complete your when you build a, when you have your own house, okay, when you do a PhD, complete your PhD, when you will get married, there are some things which will happen by nature, right? It will happen by things. There are some questions which we don't have answer. There are complex questions. Okay, okay, right? So that's such things we call it as what? Complex questions, right? Yes, clear? Yes, very good, very good. Next, fallacy of division. What do you mean fallacy of division is? Fallacy of division is an informal fallacy where one assumes that something true of a whole must necessarily be true for its parts. Must necessarily true for its parts. So that we call it as what? A fallacy of division. Okay. Whenever we apply the whole parts, right, it should be definitely true for its parts also. That fallacy we call it as what? Fallacy of division. This is the question. Don't have answer now. Who are you? Yes, Bhargavi. Are you asking me or are you asking yourself? Bhargavi? Are you asking me or are you asking yourself? Okay. Next comes fallacy of composition, right? So we have an Indian cricket team where each one is Jambawan in their own position, right? In an individual, they are very big thing. So it doesn't mean the whole team is strong. We cannot say, right? That they may lose the game, even though we have strong players. All 11 players plus substitute are all very strong. We cannot ensure that they will win the game. We cannot say, right? That is fallacy of composition. Okay, for all, ma'am, yes. It's called fallacy of composition. So we apply for, there will be parts, small things. Each individual cricket player is a cricket player. When they all join together, we cannot, the strong team will be there, but we cannot ensure that they will win the game. That we call fallacy of composition. Okay, so these are all the most important fallacies. These are all the most important fallacies. So please kindly take your paper and notes. Take notes. So I will show you my notes how it will look like. I don't know whether it is visible. This is my notes. Small short notes. This is how we used to write short notes. Is this visible? Yes, hope so. Okay. So this is how we used to write. So when you want to revise, you can revise. When you want to revise, you can revise. I will take a photograph and I'll put the next class, right? so that you can understand how to write a short notes. Definitely I will make a photograph of this. I will put. This is how we need to take a short notes so that we can revise. Yes, yes, very good. Let me go for questions. Definitely you will answer. After the end of this PYQ session, you will tell, ma'am, we are able to answer, you will tell me. Wait and see. Read the question. Which of the following is, yes, I will send you Dipti. I will send you Dipti because I know it will be blur because the image size is very small, right? I will send you. Which of the following is defined as a type of irrelevant conclusion fallacy in which a distracting element is introduced to obscure a opponent position? Read the question carefully and then answer. Revise, ma'am. Meenakshi Maina. Yes. Can we go for a revision and then we'll come for PYQ? Or we'll go for what do you say? People are answering. Okay. D, red hearing. D. I said read the question carefully. Which of the following is defined as a type of irrelevant conclusion fallacy in which a distracting element is introduced to obscure an opponent position? I'll repeat. Opponent position. After this question I will do. Read the question carefully. It is to opponent position. Okay, Meenakshi. We got stuck. Whenever I say opponent position, you will stuck with that home. Whenever I say distracting element, you will say red hearing. The answer for this question is red hearing. That is how we will confuse you. That is what NTA is also doing. Why you people get confused? Why you people get confused? What is red hearing? What is red hearing? What is argumentum ad hominem? Argumentum ad hominem is against the personal. It is a personal attack. It is nothing is going to do with the position. It is just personally attacking a person, right? See here in which a distracting element is introduced to obscure a opponent's position, and that we call it as what? Red hearing. Okay, red hearing. Yes? Yes. Next. ABC Home Finance offers best financial product in the country because like a family member. And a good friend, ABC Home Finance fulfills your need to have your own sweet home. Which of the fallacy is committed? Yes, red devotee. Yes, exactly right. Yes, Anand, it's a big fallacy. No, it's not a big fallacy. It's logic, Anand. It is happening in our day-to-day life. This is we do in our day-to-day life. See, you see this example. You see this example. One day I saw an advertisement, right? In that advertisement, they are saying it is mother's choice. I am not supporting junk food like, right? Kinder Joy, I think so. It is 50 rupees cost around, right? They are saying it's mother's choice. If any mother is opting for Kinder Joy as a snack meal, our pocket will be empty soon. I think so. There are such kind of things happening, right? So these are happening in a day-to-day life. ABC Home Finance offers best financial product in the country because like a family member. What will be the answer? Ad populum, ad hominem, hasty generalization, red hearing. Yes, I am getting answers. 3, 1, 3. What is 3? 3 is hasty generalization. What is 1? Ad populum. Okay, I will tell you the answer. The answer for this question is ad populum. Why ad populum? ABC Home Finance offers best financial product in the country because like a family member. And a good friend, ABC Home Finance fulfills your need to have your sweet home. So they are asking you to buy home, right? That from ABC Home Finance. Through ABC Home Finance, they are asking you to buy home. So and that we call it as what? Ad popular. Everyone is going to buy through ABC Home Finance. So you also buy through ABC Home Finance. Right? Yes or no? So one is doing, so everyone has to do. That's why it is, there is no hasty generalization. Hasty generalization will be in the negative sense. Yes, clear? Yes, yes, add popular. Very good, very good, very good. Many good answers. Next. We will just go for some 4 to 6 more questions. I think it's enough of that. Next question. Last time I stretched my arms first and my legs second. I won my race. So that stretching sequence must have increased my speed. Which informal fallacy is committed in the above statement? One girl is there who is an athlete, right? Last time when she had won the game, she had stretched her arms first and then legs second. She had won the race. So second time when she participated in the game, right, she was telling, so that stretching the sequence, arms first, legs second, she had increased the speed, so had won the race. So again I am going to do the same. What fallacy is this one? This we have not read. This we have not read. Please, before answering the question, just think. Just think. What I have told you, just think. Slippery slope, sequence of events. Hasty generalization, one small thing which we generalize with through other things. Generalize things, right? False alternative means what? We have two things, that false dilemma and we call false alternative. Okay. Many options will be there, but we will say only about the two. Then what will come? Please guys listen carefully and then answer. What is slippery slope? I have told you. Slippery slope is a sequence of events giving negative meaning. Is there anything negative here? Is there anything negative here? Think. Think and answer, ma. Is there anything negative here? What do you mean by slippery slope? There one event will occur. Consequent another event will say, consequently another event will say, consequently another event will say. That is slippery slope. What is there in negative way? The answer for this question is post hoc fallacy. Post hoc fallacy. What do you mean by post hoc fallacy? Post hoc is after this, therefore because of this. Okay, one event happened before another, it must have caused the second event. In slippery slope there is no, this is a name called cost. Okay, false alternative is nothing but what? Two things. Okay, which represents two options or two sides for a thing. It's called false alternative. Hasty generalization means what? I have a small group of people doing illegal activities. By having this small thing, I will apply for all the whole group of people. That is hasty generalization. Yes. When I say slippery slope means what? It is an argument that claims an initial event or action will trigger a series of other events and lead to an extreme undesirable outcome. What is there in this question? An extreme outcome. Yes? 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 Now clear? Now you got clear? With slippery slope and post hoc fallacy. Yes, clear or not? See guys, I'm giving you all the fallacies. After this class, when you go through and when you come back with the whole thing, all the fallacies, maximum number of fallacies has been covered. Yes? No, Rohit, don't worry, you have to remember the names of the fallacies. No, not at all. When you keep on practice, it will automatically come. Don't worry. There are things which we have to practice or see or just have to go through again. 2 or 3 times it will come into your mind. Okay. See, in this examples which I have given, there are some fallacies which you will remember, like slippery slope, red herring. Right, red herring you will remember, slippery slope you will remember. Yes or no? If you simply sit and recall, there are few fallacies which you can remember by the examples. There are some fallacies which we have to just put some effort to remember. That's all. Yes. So we have to allow it to process. Allow our brain to process. Next question. And this will be easy. Of course, you want to XYZ paste. That must be a reason. Why 90% of India brushes with XYZ toothpaste? Why? Appeal to authority is ad populum? No. Appeal to authority is that advertisements and all coming, right? That is appeal to authority. Having their authority, they are doing. Ad populum is everyone is doing, so I am also doing. That is ad populum. Appeal to authority is different, ad populum is different. What is the answer for this question? Of course, you want very good. Josh, Rohit, Deepa, Srihari, very good. You're giving good right answers. Very good, Bhargavi. Very good, Anand. Very good. Please do like. Okay, next. Argumentum, ad populum. Okay, next. Yes. See, NTS, not a trap. They're making us to think. See what a big question it is, right? Environmentalists are continually harping about the dangers of nuclear power. Unfortunately, electricity is dangerous no matter where it comes from. Every year, hundreds of people are electrocuted by accident. Since most of these accidents are caused by carelessness, they could be avoided if people would just exercise greater caution. What will be the fallacy? If you tell me fallacy, I'll give you chocolate. Not through physical mode, I'll give you through emojis. I'll give you chocolate. I will give you chocolate. Think an answer, please. Think an answer. Don't hurry. Think an answer. I'll wait. Guys, please wait. Read the question and then answer logically. As we are doing logical reasoning, I hope we have trained to use our logical mind. Okay, please don't be hurry in answering the question. Read the question properly. Read the noun carefully and then answer. Environmental are continually harping about the dangers of nuclear power. Unfortunately, electricity is dangerous no matter where it comes from. See what they're talking about? They're talking about environmentalists. Okay, environmentalists are talking about the nuclear power. I will write. No, I'm very sad today. I think you're not to the frequency. I'm very sad today. Environmentalists are talking about nuclear power. Yeah, wait. Unfortunately, electricity is dangerous. Here they are coming to talk about electricity. No matter where it comes from. Every year, hundreds of people are electrocuted by accident. So they are talking about electricity. So in electricity generation, many people are dying in accident. Okay, so some of these accidents were caused by carelessness. That could be avoided if people would just exercise greater caution. What will be the answer? Now you say. I've explained you. They started with environmental, talking about nuclear power. But when they conclude, they are talking about electricity, and they have to say they are be careful using electricity. What will be the fallacy? What will be the fallacy? I will tell you, see, strawman fallacy is talking about opponent position. Okay, opponent position. They will be attacking the opponent position. That is strawman fallacy. Hasty generalization means there will be a small number of 18 plus group who do mistakes. And what some people will do is they will be telling all the whole 18 plus group are wrong. You understand? And that we call hasty generalization. Here see they are, where is opponent position here, Bhargavi? Many of them are telling Sophie, MD Sophie, Rajalakshmi are all telling full moon storm. And how? What is there with storm and fallacy here? Slippery slope means what? Event, and then with event, and then it will take to a undesirable outcome. Undesirable outcome. Okay, undesirable outcome. Event after event after event, and they will say it's an undesirable outcome will occur. What will come here? What they are doing? They are talking about environmental nuclear power problem, but they are distracting the people, and they are talking about electricity. They are distracting. They are distracting. They are diverting. What will be the answer now? Tell me. What will be the answer? Now answers are coming. Now answers are coming. Earlier it came, but now many are of them answering the question. Yes. Now clear. In examination, my voice will be there in your mind, but I will not be there with you physically. Not I. From whom you learn. Now how you are telling it's 1. Please try to understand. Try to understand. Read the question carefully. This is what we call it as what? This is what we call it as logic. Yes. Yes, Bhargavi, we need more practice. We need more practice. First you understand the concept, right? First understand the concepts more time, much more times. You will definitely understand. Last question of today. Last question of today. Last question. Scientists have been trying to centuries to disprove the claims of astrology, and none of them has ever succeeded. Therefore, we must conclude that astrology claims are true. Let me check how many are answered. Please get the meaning of each and every word and then answer. Don't be hurry. Logic left the chat. Okay, I will give you a short gist. Okay, after this question, I'll give you short gist how to remember. Don't worry. Read the question and then answer. Scientists have been trying for centuries to disprove the claims of astrology, and none of them has ever been succeeded. Okay, therefore we must conclude that astrology's claims are true. What do you mean by slippery slope? What do you mean by slippery slope? Event after event negatively going on, and the undesirable outcome will come. What is hasty generalization? Small group to big group we apply. What do you mean by very good? Very good. Whenever I take example, you will, explanation, remember, very good. This is how it comes. Argumentum ad ignorentium means what? Bite of ignorance when we speak. Then we say it is argumentum ad ignorentium. False cause, false reason. When I say false reason, very good. Ammu Satya, it is not B, it is C. Very good, very good, very good. Very good, I am getting good answers. Clear? Very good, super. Now do like, we will go for a short kind of revision what we have learned so far. Okay, I will give you each one point, note it down so that you will understand. Okay, yes. Yes, do like. Yes. Now we'll see one by one. Ad hominem Take your notebook and write it. Ad hominem means what? Whenever an argument is going on, we will just move out of the argument and attack the person personally. Attack the person personally. Attack the person personally, and that is called it as what? Ad hominem. Okay, yes, surely we can do some practice questions. Surely we will have some questions practice, right? Next is strawman fallacy. Strawman fallacy is what? Making an argument. What we will do is we will be argue with the opponent position. Have you seen opponent position, right? They will leave the point and they will be talking about the position, right? See, we have seen this, right? They will be dressing up in some way and they will be doing some kind of what to say, I cannot attack that person directly. They will be doing all sorts of things like this. That is strawman fallacy. In detail we can understand. They cannot attack that person directly like this, but they can make a straw man like this and they can attack that straw man. Yes, clear? Yes, clear? Can you imagine? Recent time also, not recent time, many the times it is happening in Indian politics. It's happening. They cannot attack directly. What they will do? You understand what I mean? What they will do, right? They will attack with this position. They will attack like this. Yes, yes. This is called strawman fallacy. Strawman fallacy. Next, add appeal to ignorance fallacy or ignoritium, right? When we say conclusively we cannot prove something, so we'll say the opposite will be true with respect to ignorance. With respect to ignorance. And next comes to false dilemma, dichotomy, either or bifurcation. Even though we have many options, we will not go to all the options. We will be coming to that limited options and we'll be saying these two only, and right, and that is called false dilemma, false dichotomy, either or bifurcation. Yes, right. Next is slippery slope. What do you mean slippery slope? It is a fallacy occurs when one event, consequently another event, consequently another event, consequently another event, everybody join together and it will be giving a negative, everything will be negative, right? At last will be leading to a undesirable negative outcome, and that we call it as a slippery slope fallacy. Yes, right? Okay. Next comes to begging the question, circular argument, petito principle. It means what? So it will be the argument I will make, conclusion will come, the conclusion again will go to argument, argument, conclusion, conclusion, argument. Again it will be just going like this. It will be a circle. It will be making what? It will be making like a circle, and that we call it as the begging the question or circular argument. Yes, very good. Next, hasty generalization. So I make with a small group, 18 plus small group, and then some people will say all these 18 plus people are like this only. Yeah. When I say something like this, that is hasty generalization. Yes, clear, understand? Right? I'll make a thing, claim for argument for a small group, and I will apply to a whole group. It's called hasty generalization or a converse accident. Yes. Next is bandwagon fallacy or appeal to people, add problem. Everyone does, I'm also doing. Simple, right? Everyone does, I'm also doing. Note the keyword, that's all. What you may red hearing is diverting an argument. I distract the argument from the main issue and other thing will be discussed there, right? The information presented to distract from the main issue or argument being discussed. I will be discussing something important issue. From there I will distract that conversation to something which is not important so that I can divert from this point, right? And that we call it as what? Red hearing or diverting an argument. Next, to cook means what? You do. I do, you do doing. You do, I do doing. That is called to cook fallacy. Okay, it tries to defend a position by showing the shortcomings or shared by opposing position. By practice, you can remember all these things. Next, equivocation. This is very easy. One word will have two different meanings in the sentences where ambiguity will be created. So, equivocation, ambiguity. Remember, and one word, two meanings. Remember, right? Next, appeal to pity. It is of misery. Oh, so sad, right? Because of this, she can't do it. When I say like that, then we say it's appeal to pity. Okay, appeal to pity. Because of that pity, they will make a conclusion. They will make a decision. Okay. Next, appeal to force. The argument will be done by means of some force. Only if you do overtime, you will get an increment. or you'll be terminated. If I say like that, it is appeal to force, right? Or ad baculum. So there will be a force, there will be a coercion or a threat to make the things to happen. Okay, that is called appeal to force. Okay, appeal to authority. All advertisement. You remember in terms of advertisement. Okay, advertisement. By having the authority, by having that reputation, they will come and promote something. It does not mean that product need to be a good product or good something, right? So having the authority in their hands, they will do some things, and that we call it as appeal to authority. Okay, right. Fallacy of accident. See, whenever I say killing with the knives or a illegal thing, can we say that surgeon is also killing? No, surgeon is not killing. He is saving people, right? So this we call fallacy of accident. Fallacy of accident. Here what the key word is, one attempts to apply a general rule to irrelevant situation. Just draw this diagram. Generalized rule to an accidental circumstances. Just have this diagram. Next, complex question. Who are you? When you will build a big building? When you will become a rich person? When you will become poor person? All kind of stupid hypothetical questions and all, we call this a complex question. Okay. Fallacy of division. Something where it applies for the whole truth, it will apply for its parts also. Whole to part. We say from a whole to part. Fallacy of division, fallacy of composition, parts to whole. Indian cricket team. Remember the Indian cricket team. Okay, Indian cricket team is a strong team, we can say, but it doesn't mean definitely we have to win, because we have all individual strong players. We cannot say as a whole we may lose, right? Okay, this is fallacy of composition. These are the fallacies that we have covered so far. Go through, not now, later you again go through with PYQs. We will do more PYQs on app and also in YouTube in upcoming classes. Okay, so with this, formal fallacy, informal fallacy is being over. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Monday. On Monday, I will be taking on Indian logic. I will be taking on Indian logic. All the 6 pramanas I will be teaching. Yes, yes, got it? Clear? Yes, clear. Hope clear. It's 9:40. It's been 1 or 10 minutes. I have taken your time. So please take rest and again go through, revise so that you'll get the concept. So on Monday, I'll be taking Indian logic 6 pramanas. So today is our 4th day, right? It's a 4th day. We have covered square of opposition. We have covered fallacy. It's formal fallacy, informal fallacy, and Indian logic. 4 most important topics in logical reasoning. If you go through along with concepts, whenever you try to do these kind of question, think a little bit logically, be a subtle mind, have a subtle mind, and then think, so that you'll get answer. No, tomorrow I don't have class, Lalit. We have class on Monday. Okay? Yes. Go through all the sessions. Try to have, you'll be having your older questions, right? So that we'll have 4 days. Yes, Jivita, 4 days. Okay. Please kindly do like, share with your friends. Okay. If you have any doubt, we can do it on Monday. Okay. Go through all the sessions so that you can have a better understanding. Take notes. Yes, Meenakshi, on Monday. Take notes. If anybody have not taken their notes, please go and sit in a silent place. Take your notebook, write down all the fallacies along with the keyword, along with the thing, how you can remember, do it. So that you will have a clarity. So thank you so much. Yes, do today's practice. Have good rest. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Tata, bye. Do like only, I can see only 7 likes. Yes. Very good. Thank you so much. Is this series going well? Thank you, Parimla, for your heart. What's sent? Jayalakshmi, the DI will be uploaded in app for, I think in app it will be done. It's been sent, it will be done. Yes. Okay. Tata, bye, good night.